What's up, fam? So right now I am in beautiful state of Arizona. Just coming out here making the new move, and today I just want to talk about this concept of just breathing. Right? If you're going through a stressful time or something like that, or you're trying to figure things out, it's important to realize that first you have to just start with breathing, and also you have to go about whatever your problem is in a certain way, because a lot of people think that you have to think through things in a logical manner. And this is where a lot of people trip up. This is where they can really get stuck in their own head, or just stuck in loops, right? Just stuck in these thought loops. And so the whole idea is that you just don't want to think about things in a logical manner, because a lot of times logically we know what to do, but also we can just get tripped up in general, right? We'll logically go through the steps in our minds, but it just won't help us in the end. So really what you want to do instead is get in a certain emotional state. And it's amazing, guys. Like, it's amazing when you actually do this, how you'll figure out how all your answers will just come to fruition. Kind of scared I'm going to drop my phone. Yeah, all your answers just kind of come to you when you're in the right state. And the state you really want to be in is an abundant state. And you go, okay, well, how do I get this? Well, you have to be grateful. You have to focus on what you're grateful for and just express lots of gratitude. And then when you do that, the answers will come to you. They always do in an abundant mindset. But when you're in a scarcity mindset, when you're focusing on what you lack or what's stressful about your life, et cetera, that's when you really get into the problems. That's when you really get stressed out and you focus again on the problems and what's wrong, and so that veers you farther away from the solutions that you seek and the solutions that you need. Now, when you focus on what you're grateful for and you imagine and see even that you already have everything that you need and that you want, then solutions are easy because you already have all the solutions, the ability, the resources to easily solve your problems. And everybody probably thinks it's a physical thing, right? Like, oh, well, I actually need the things. I actually need to have stuff in order to have this mindset. You don't. Abundance is all about gratitude. You could have billions of dollars and still not be grateful. Okay, most likely billionaires got there by having a abundant mindset, but you get my point. Like, you can have all of those things and still not feel grateful and find problems. And those people that have that mindset, unfortunately, they lose all that money over time. They'll lose that money. Okay, so it really is just a mindset. Once you put yourself in that mindset, on that frequency, whatever you want to call it, in that certain thought pattern, then your brain starts coming up with information, with ideas, with solutions to fix and solve your problem. When you're focusing on what you have, then your mind goes all towards solutions, all towards what you have. For example, it'll go towards the resources that you already have. And if you focus on the resources you already have, then you'll see how those resources can get you the things that you want or that you need. Make sense? And so this is really what it's all about when you're trying to solve your issues or problems, whatever it is. You're in a rut, you're feeling stressed, whatever it is. This is really how you do it. Everybody, again, tries to focus on the logic. Like, right, like, what do I have to do right now? How am I going to do this? How am I going to pull it off? The how comes from the emotions, and that's the problem. Is that's how in society, that's just how we're trained to think, is that we have to think how are we going to do it, how. That's not how it works. You could try to come up with how, but if you're in the wrong emotional state, you're not going to find the solution. You're just going to find more stress. It could go completely over your head. But when you get in the right emotions, okay, when you get in the right emotional states, that's when things truly change. That's when you truly find the emotions that you seek, or the solutions that you seek when you're in the emotions, the right, correct emotions. Like good emotions, like again, like an abundance mindset, an abundant emotion where you have everything already, you're feeling grateful, you have a gratitude, an emotion of gratitude, and you're focusing on what you're grateful for. This is how you put yourself in the correct state to even begin to think logically. Because you can't even think logically, you can't even come up with the correct solutions if you're thinking from a scarcity mindset. So again, think about and only focus on the things that you have, the things that you're grateful for, and even imagining the life that you want, and seeing that stuff and verifying that stuff as already valid and already existing within your current reality, because anything in your reality right now came with a thought. You know, whether you have a car in your driveway, whether you have food on your table, all of those things came from your thought or someone else's thought. If you had to go out and get food, that came from your mind, that came from your own thought, your own idea to go get it, and then you executed on it. Okay, so this is how it works. This is how we reprogram our subconscious mind. And then over time, when we're grateful and we just express more gratitude, we get more to be grateful for because it works into our subconscious. So again, be grateful, remain in the abundant mindset, and remember that emotions solve problems, not logic. I know it's crazy, but trust me, you try it and you realize this is true. The logic comes after emotions. Emotions does not come after logic. This is just something that has been trained in society and that is so many people get wrong. So make sure you stay in the emotion first. Peace.